If it's in a man's nature to protect and provide, then why are men the single greatest threat to women and children?
Okay, so the answer to this is surprisingly very simple. Ignore the cow costume. I just got done making a YouTube video. And no, men don't do the most abuse to children. It's actually women. If you look it up, it's a simple Google search. But that's besides the point. So why do men, despite the fact that they claim to be protectors and providers, why do they tend to do all this crime and all this horrible things towards women and all that stuff? I'll give you an analogy. Let's pretend all of humanity were sheeps in a little pen and we're being shepherded by a guard dog. The thing about guard dogs is the only way they can protect us is if they have, well, teats, right? Canines in order to be able to bite at the enemy. Funny thing about teats is wolves have teats too. That which makes a guard dog capable of protecting its own is what makes a wolf capable of harming other people. The very same traits that a man uses to be able to be tenacious enough to provide, to be relentless enough to protect, all of that stuff, are not that different than the attributes it takes to do horrible things. That's the reason why you need a man who is able to be capable of going out of his way to take care of you, going out of his way to protect you. Those same traits are not that different than a man who will try to abuse you. Unfortunately, not a lot of women or men can tell the difference. You see a man who seems to be very brave, who seems to be very cunning, who seems to be very charismatic. Yeah, so are psychopaths too. The thing is, the traits you're looking for that you want a man to give that will be really great tend to also be the traits that, well, unfortunately, bad people use. So you just gotta be really careful with what kind of guy you're with. You gotta be honest with yourself. I want my husband or I want my boyfriend or whatever, or the father of my children, to be really great, to be really headstrong, to be very strong enough to protect my kids, to also be capable enough and resilient enough to work. But I also need to make sure that he has moral head on his shoulders. It's that simple, okay? The very same teeth that help guard dogs are the same teeth that help wolves. It's not that hard to figure out.